Hey YouTube, John Green 1990 here to do my review of One Piece 1070. Obviously, it has been out a few weeks. I was gone thanks to the holidays, so I wanted to read that with you, and then go over everything I heard and learn about it, as well as from several other YouTubers. So, biggest thing that stood out to me, so the cover page was Mads. We have Germa's six motionless excursion promising scientists brought together Mads. So we have Vegapunk in front. We have Queen, who looks badass. We have Judge. We have Caesar. And a lot of people think the woman whose face is hidden is Stussy, but the fact that Oda did not show her face makes me think it could be someone else. Hey, Axe Boy. Sorry, I didn't mean to distract you. Idiot, I'm not that careless. I noticed him. So I like the fact that Sentomaru's known as one of the greatest defenses. We were at least able to still see it, but he's so powerful at that point that Lucci cannot be blocked. I blocked it. You're very stubborn. I need you to go unconscious, given your superior authority on the authority hierarchy. As long as you're conscious, we can't control the Seraphim. Gum Gum Dawn Whip. And he goes Tasmanian Devil. I learned a lot of people of this think that this right here fight proves that Luffy is superior to Lucci, and that Lucci is getting washed because Luffy's not using hockey. I don't think Lucci's getting washed. I think he's getting his butt beat, but he's still strong. But to me, Luffy is at that level now. I mean, you can't stop him, and especially right now, he's not. I don't think he's fully in control. I think part of the devil fruit, the sun god Nika, is kind of taking over because it says that sometimes zones have will their own. And so I think he's in that Looney Tune mode, and so Lucci is just being so taken aback by all that's going on, he can't keep up with him. Lucci is strong. In my opinion, he's slightly higher than First Division gamer, but he's not stronger than Luffy, no matter how much he wants to deny it. And this continuation of the fight proves that to me. Hurry up, Luffy. We want to save her. We need to take her to Vegapunk now. You can't stop spinning too hard. Proving the fact that Devil Fruit's in control. Luffy, we're going down. Evacuate to the factory. I like the fact that we have the Seraphim showing off, and then you have the swim. These Seraphims sure aren't holding back. At all this infighting is only hurting one bottom line. They're still only children. That's an ominous sight. The fact that when they get stronger or older, they'll be stronger. Those powers, Vegapunk, the powers that Rinjinju had, these are for the swimsuit food, right? Those powers belong to my brother from another mother and the Don Quito family, Senior Punk. And the same fruit can't exist rice. Does that mean that this was a lot of things people have talked about before this chapter was it recreated? Was he dead? And so I like the fact that Oda addressed this. So you notice he's clearly in prison and fell down. Does that mean you made the same level? Only zone type rail fruits can already officially made. This was key to me. For Caesar's smile abominations pretty much. Which you should. He deserves to die. I love that. People are like, oh, you should feel bad for Caesar. Like, no, he's being around kids. God help. Firstly, all types are free, even the celestial ones can be probably recreated with vast amounts of money and time, though I haven't confirmed if they can awaken. That would be key. I tried everything I could to think of Logias, but they proved too difficult. Comparing these shift types, however, I found that as long as you have the user's bloodline elements, DNA, you can synthesize and ensure special kind of blood to confer these. You have known as green blood. You made your own blood. Love. So, a lot of people wonder, could the blood be put in someone who does not have a devil fruit? Normal people, and could they use the fruits? And then I'm in the possibility that maybe, but I don't think it would have the full effects. And then we transition to Seraphim Ball Hancock, who's doing the love. There was a lot of people talked about this where they were not sure if it was, are they feeling cutesy love, actual lust? She's a child. I think any idea of parental cutesy love, any idea, like any love at all, any idea of that. The Seraphim represent a highlight echelon of science conceivable in all history of the sea. They are the strongest form of humanity, and that's why they scrapped the seven world system. Why did you have to make them man? So they were designed to be weapons to the Navy. Yeah, to be a threat to us. Robin says, she's like, I'm no dummy. He's still saying run, said Moore. Shave. And I loved Luffy doing the ha 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 as he tries to eat him. Straw hat. And Luffy's spitting and it's being rubberfied. Pulls back to the thing and then he hits him with Gum 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 Dawn Rocket. Translations, it was like a D-O-N. This is a D-A-W-N. Gillette. Where is he hitting so much force? Ah ha ha. I feel my mind surpassing for me. Oh, this way. Hurry. That's the vacuum rocket. Get on. Thank you. You're much nicer than Hank. It's the fool only following orders. Last minute. Luffy. Hurry up. Please refrain from rushing the vehicle while doors are closed. Straw Hat. Punk's in your hands. Got it now. He's too fat. Hurry up. Where am I? Gah! Fabio phase, Labo phase, travel time. The destination reached. All subsequent trips have been cancelled. Egghead, Labo phase, strengthen Frontier Dome. Danger, beware of intruders. All research staff evacuate to Fabio phase and lock down the factory. You should be proud. As Vegapunk's bodyguard, you had a duty and you fulfilled it admirably. I did not like the fact that Sentomura was taken out by Kaku and Stussy offhand. We didn't get to see that at all. It's a shame it had to come to this and tomorrow. We're supposed to wait for the Navy. They're going to escape if we wait any longer. They're really trying to kill you? You have the greatest brain in the world. That's a huge loss to the government. And what if you thought the greatest boy in the world was about to oppose you? Not that I intend to do such a thing. That's a good point. He'd be a thorn on my side. I said, don't do that. So given those circumstances, must be fate that brought an Emperor's crew here. You're going to ride on a ship? That'd be awesome. What? He's dead weight. Hey, at least take those shackles off. Show some respect. Wow, what is this place? Oh no, we must heal. Repair Atlas at once. I demand Vegapunk put my father back in the hole. Bonnie, where are you going? Response was to unleash swarms. Buggers me, then he must die. I don't think that was his fault. 6 more, including the main body. Watch out, the defense system's a real humdum. Nothing escaping this island, not even a single ant. The Straw Hat crew is siding with Vegapunk. And escape should seem easy for him, but he may find that events don't play out like he'd imagined. Send every battleship you can to Egghead. On page 1070 and so biggest things that stood out to me again were the devil fruits the lore. He can make his own. He can make Paramecia with the blood. Logia he can't. I don't believe he can make Logia. I believe he can, but it's some defect. I believe they're not perfect. Whereas with Paramecia, I like the fact that you have the green blood and you can have the ability. So that stood out to me. The fight with Lucci and Luffy. Lucci is losing point blank. He's not getting washed, but he is losing. Lucci has come so far. And I like him. I love him as a villain. I think he's wonderful. I like the fact that he's coming back as a villain. But he's not there. He's not the dude. He was the dude. He's the dude for Cypher Pro, but when you're up against an Emperor, he's not that dude compared to Luffy. That's just how it is. So, I would give this 5. So we always have story, character, pacing. Story was good. I mean, the biggest thing to me was the bloodline elements and the devil fruits himself. So we all learned all about that. That to me was huge. We needed to know that. Character. We got more character about Vegapunk, a little on Lucci and a little on Bonnie, but not a lot. To me, there's a little there, but not enough where it's like, wow. So I would give it a 3 for character just because I feel like we could get more. Pacing. Character, I will say a little more for Vegapunk because of the Mad story. Story, as I said, the Mads, the bloodline elements, and then Luffy beating up Lucci. We straight up see him go down. That was good. Pacing. So we have 1, we have the fight, and we switch to what's going on there. 3, we switch back to seeing the Seraphim attack. But that's still kind of seeing what's going on. 4, we switch back to Luffy's fight. 5, we switch to briefly you see what's going on with Luffy, and then you switch back to Kaku's group. Usopp's group. So I mean it switches back and forth. So I would say like a 2 for pacing. YouTuber for all, I'd say honestly about 6 parts here, but to me there's a lot more because it's hard to tell because you go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. I don't like that. I feel like they're struggling. The biggest thing for me, I would say it. There was the 2 major or 3 major groups. You have Luffy, Lucci, and then Sanji and Brian. Those 3 alone. So I would say that's 3. And then you at the end you have Kuzan, so that's 4. So overall 4 parts back and forth between part 1, 2, and 3. I would still say a 3. I would say a 3. So I would say a 9 out of 15 for scoring. Good chapter, but I thought I could have been better. That's just my personal opinion. If you liked this video, you have any comments, concerns, let me know. Feel free to subscribe. This is Dollar Green 1990 signing out. Bye, YouTube.